Hi Taurus, welcome to your week ahead taroscope with me, Raphael from Reydiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. Quick note, these are for your sun, moon and ascendant sign. Check them out for all three so that you know which part of you I resonate with most as a reader. With that said, I would like to bless my decks of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance, and I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise and they help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So for your key to the week this week, you have the Justice card, right? So this week it's all about commitment, it's all about contracts, it's all about where you are or are not prepared to sign on the dotted line, right? The Justice card literally represents commitments and contracts and a few other things, but also this could be where you're really seeking some form of balance, right? Whatever you're doing, whatever you're working on, with, over, or through has to have an element of being mutually beneficial for you and the other party, you know, if there are other people involved. Now, the other thing with the Justice card, as I say, it is a commitment card, right? This is where the Lovers card is where we make the choice. The Justice card is where we sign on the dotted line to say, you know what, I'm honouring this or I'm committed to it. And this is where I put my name to it. For your actions and options, you've got the King of Swords. So this literally, this combination is an air sign male, but is a Libran male, right? So if you know any males who are a Libra, this week they are going to feature for you. This will be somebody who can help, support, somebody who really goes to bat for you. I will say, because the King of Swords can be a legal professional as well, this is likely to be a lawyer, a professor, maybe somebody who has, you know, the hookup or is an expert in their field. Because you've got this as your actions and options, this is about you leveraging or owning your own expertise as well. Now, the other thing with the King of Swords, I've got to be honest with you, especially with the Justice card, this is someone who is a stickler for the rules and is, you know, quite frankly, they will give it to you straight. There's no beating around the bush. They're either all in or they're all out. Now, in terms of the options that are available to you, there is an option or a potential opportunity to showcase and display your personal, your goods, right? Whatever they might be, you know. This is to show, right? You've got smarts, you've got intelligence. It's to show that you have, you know, basically why you are the person that should be chosen for whatever it is that you're working on. Now, you've got the Five of Pentacles as your communication sector, which means in the work and the profession this week, there is likely something that you're having to, it doesn't necessarily mean that you have to give something, that you're losing something, but it does look like two things. One, this week it's going to be really easy to get into your mind about, oh, you know, I'm doing this all on my own, when the truth is you aren't. So I would say, like, this week, absolutely outsource, ask for help, ask for support, and more importantly, this is about really finding a way to believe in your own, to believe in yourself. The King of Swords suggests that you get the opportunity to showcase your amazing talent, skill, ability, knowledge, all of that kind of stuff. And then the Five of Pentacles, in your communications, you have to find a way to talk about this, right? Whether it's comfortable or not, there comes a time where we have to blow our own trumpet, right? And there comes a time where we work with or connect with or collaborate with people who are like, well, if you can't tell me why you're so good or why I should choose you, I'm not going to choose you. Right? And if this is work or business or, you know, succession that you need, you got to get out your own damn way this week, right? Now, for those of you that are studying or in some form of academia, it's so weird. This has been a resounding message this week, which makes me wonder if there are cuts coming to the education sector, specifically to higher education. Because this week it's been rife. It's been like so many signs. There's been messages about this. There's some sort of, you know, there's a cut to funding. Maybe there's, you know, resources that you had hoped for aren't coming through. You will get them, but you have to fight for them. All right. Now, in terms of commitments made, for those of you that are employed by somebody else, this could be that, you know, there are new duties and responsibilities that are suggested for you that feel not even like a step backwards, but it's like, well, okay, that's great. I get all this extra work, but where is the recompense for it? It's all well and good that do you know what I mean? Like you palm off all of this extra sort of graft on me, which, you know, as a good Taurian, you will do, but there has to be some kind of reward for this. Now, for those of you that are business owners, entrepreneurs, solopreneurs, people that work for themselves, this is one level, layer, or income stream of some sort of going away to make room for a new one or new ways of, bringing in money. Now, the Five of Pentacles, it can be an energy, because, you know, it's the Five of Pentacles, right? It can be an energy of loss. What I feel, though, is that this is maybe that you're overpaying for something with your business. So there's something that maybe you're, you know, maybe it's like an insurance or whatever the case might be, but it's like you're paying way too much for it. So this week, maybe you have to get rid of that and, you know, shop around to find a new one. For those of you that are retired and no longer working, I think for you guys, this is where you will be looking at a contract that you're already in and realizing, you know what, this is not worth the paper that it's on, right? And, you know, I'm sorry to say this might be something that you've paid into for quite a while, and now you realize, like, not only is it obsolete, but I'm glad nothing came up before, because otherwise I literally would have been out of pocket. For your love and relations, you've got the Four of Pentacles. It's a very stable card for love. It is a little monotonous though, right? So if you're partnered, married, or in a long-term commitment, you got to do something to spice it up this week, right? Spice it up, shake it up, cook from a different continent, try a new position, you know, all of that good stuff, right? Whatever it is that feels stagnant in your world and your relationship, you got to do something different, all right? That's because it's the Four of Pentacles. Now, as a Taurus, you're comfortable with the known and the familiar, and you know there's nothing wrong with that at all. It's the Four of Pentacles, right? And because you've got this opposite the Justice card, you know, where the contracts and commitments come into it, you might be sort of pushed here to say, okay, well, what end of this do I feel like is my part of the bargain, and what am I willing to do or to show up with? When it comes to those of you that are single and looking, you could connect with an air sign person this week, or you could connect with a fellow, excuse me, and this person is very likely to be a fellow Venusian person, because remember Libra, Venus rules Libra as well as Taurus. And with this, it's just, you might look at the whole situation and be like, yeah, this isn't going to work. We're chalk and cheese, right? It's not going to, but actually there's something potentially quite magical about it. So keep your eyes peeled for your Librans. For your money and materials, you've got the Four of Wands. So what do we see? Two fours. Two fours represents insomnia. This week, specifically when it comes to your physical health and vitality, you must look after your sleeping pattern, right? Do whatever it is that you need to do in order to regulate that. For the Four of Wands, when it comes to your money, this is great, right? This is a contract, a financial contract of some sort that for you is absolute gold. It's the Four of Wands. You are going to celebrate with this. Even with that Five of Pentacles, it's like whatever is going away, whatever you have to release is really replaced with something much better and very, very quickly, right? So in terms of what's coming in, that's likely to show up for you around Tuesday. And in terms of what's going out, that's likely to show up around Friday. So they happen kind of like this. It's a very one in, one out energy. When it comes to your physical health and vitality, I talked about this, your sleep pattern really does need to get on board, because two fours is insomnia. And then when it comes to your home and environment, for some of you, this could literally be a new contract around home. You could be signing documents and paperwork to get a mortgage. You could be signing documents and paperwork around getting refinancing and getting a better deal for it, even in this current climate. Or maybe you have to refinance knowing that you're not going to get a better deal, but it's not quite as bad as it should have or could have been. Now, another way that this could also show up is that you're signing a contract. Like if you're renting, this could be that you're signing a contract to that effect, but you find a place excuse me, you find a place that is just incredible, right? Like you're like, oh my gosh, yes, this is wonderful, right? You're really happy about it. With that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Have a fantastic week. Let me know in the comments how it shapes up. Take care, and I'll see you soon.